How? How the hell this is possible? How is Tom Thibodeau not the coach of the year? I do not get it. What the? How? He should have been the guy. The Knicks were down 23 in defense. I don't know, it was 25 last year. But now they're the number one. Number freaking one. And still, that is not enough for NBA, whoever actually voted, to realize, like, you know what? It might have been the coach. Because the team is still the same like last year. Trash and all that BS. Worst in offense, worst in defense, worst in three-point shooting. But I don't know how is it possible that just something happened, or they just got a new coach, and just because of that, they just freaking became the number one in three-point shooting. They became I don't know if they're really good. They are really good in offense too. I mean, they're pretty nice. But they're number one in defense. They're the number 4th seed from 12th to 4th with the same roster. How is it possible, right? Just realized that I should be wearing a Knicks jersey because it is an outrage that is just going on today, right? So, how is it possible? You know what the NBA voters actually thought? Why is it possible? It's Julius Randle. Julius Randle, the savior of the New York Knicks. He has turned himself into a superstar. He has turned the Knicks around. But guess what? Who actually even got into this moment? Tom freaking Thibodeau. Last year, I remember in the offseason, I was begging the Knicks to trade Julius Randle right there. I really wanted him to go out. He became the most hated Knick from the most beloved Knick right now. Why? Just because of Tom freaking Thibodeau. I know my hair is messed up, but don't comment on that. We need to... How is it possible? From being the worst team into the best, I don't know, the top 5 team in the Eastern Conference, from being one of the worst projected from top 5 in so many categories. I can't believe they stole this award from Tom Thibodeau. I do not get it how he's now the coach of the year. He has definitely improved the New York Knicks. He has lightened a fire on every single player in the New York Knicks. I didn't care about many of these role players because I knew like they weren't gonna have any power, any motivation to do better things because they think like, oh, we just the New York Knicks, we are not gonna be able to do anything. It was Tom freaking Thibodeau that brought that fire inside of them, who got them motivated every single goddamn day to go out there, give all of your best, and you can be the best. It's Tom Thibodeau who actually brought the New York Knicks into the same breath as the Nets' Big Three. It's Tom Thibodeau. And how in the bloody hell he's not the coach of the year? I don't get it. Because NBA people think that... I need a break. NBA voters think Monty Williams deserves this award because why? Because in a tough Western Conference, the Suns went from the 10th seed, I think they were the 10th seed last year, 10th seed to the freaking 2 seed. Well, let me just give you something. You became the 2 seed just because Los Angeles Lakers were injured. That's why you were the 2 seed, or else you would have been the 3rd seed. But I don't get it. It's CP3 who is the most valuable player in the Phoenix Suns. It's CP3 who actually turned the Phoenix Suns around. It is not Monty Williams. For the case of the Knicks, it was Tom Thibodeau, the coach, who actually brought the Knicks back, who actually developed all the role players, brought that motivation. That's why they are doing so great today. It is CP3 for the Phoenix Suns. But you know why? I don't get it. How can you already have an All-NBA player in Devin Booker and a great roster with good role players, and you just add in a All-NBA player from last year you are obviously going to become a great team. It's not a denial. Who the Knicks got? Nerlens Noel in off season that will turn them around? Well, he certainly is a part of it, but he's not the everything about it. It was Tom Thibodeau who actually turned everything around. For Phoenix Suns' case, it was CP3 who actually turned it around. He is the one who generates the offense. He's the one who has the most IQ. He is the one that gives everyone the open shot. He plays perimeter defense. He does everything. He got the Oklahoma City Thunder to almost win last year in the playoffs. And they were almost in the second round just because of CP3. CP3 is elite. And that is who Phoenix Suns got. And therefore Phoenix Suns are great. It's not because of Monty Williams. All the credit of CP3 is just going to Monty Williams, and that's why he has won the Coach of the Year. And I'm just so sick and tired of the New York Knicks not getting the respect and whatever we actually deserve. Tom Thibodeau deserved that Coach of the Year. I personally think we would have never been in this shape if we never gotten Tom Thibodeau. And he deserves it. I know it. Every Knicks fan knows it. Oh my gosh. What a freaking disaster, bro. What a disaster.